I've got a couple clips about that. I didn't.
You little bastard, you attacked my stepson?
God-awful bunch of malcontents. I hope you all kill each other.
Just how retarded are you?
Nobody's saying you can't own a gun. Nobody's even saying you can't carry a gun. All we're saying is you can't carry a gun in town.
I'll fucking kill you, you fucking faggot!
The Almighty says, don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Well, I can't understand none of it. This one begat that one, and that one begat this one, and begat, and lo and behold, someone says some shit to someone or another. Just how retarded are you?
In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme. We're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Good evening. Welcome. Hello. The evening show is here, and I don't know. It seems a little quiet. I was going through the chats before the show. They weren't as active as they usually are. Usually you are some chatty Cathys. Yep. I can't get you guys to shut the hell up today. And it doesn't help that I just woke up from a nap. I was on my recliner like an elderly person, and I just, like when you pass out for about 20 minutes and you wake up, you're like, what the fuck happened? You're mildly terrified. I had one of those. That's an old man nap. That's an old man nap right there. Welcome to the show. I am so excited about tonight's program just because this morning went so incredibly. It's the disaster right up front, isn't it? This morning went so incredibly well. I got to tell you, if we have every show goes like this morning's show, what the hell would I ever complain about? I would have nothing to complain about ever. So you guys just continue on. And continue on the rhythm that we had going from the morning show. And I'd say, perfect day for the toe. I love a perfect day for the toe. We have so much to talk about today, not the least of which is this goddamn thing that my kids left on my studio table. And now I've been sitting here when I prep the show and stuff and set up the streams. I sit here doing this. It's so much fun. And then putting it back together. You just push it down piece by piece. Oh, my God. I wasted way more time than I'd like to admit just playing with this fucking thing this afternoon. Just the simplest toy. It really is just a retard distraction object that makes it it's so much fun. Now, cue the chat and the amateur psychiatrists and amateur therapists going, it's a metaphor for a cock, and that's why you enjoy playing with it so much and making it go back to compact and then making it bigger and so on and so forth. But it is just it's very casual. I have a very casual relationship with this thing, and it's fun. So I'm not going to apologize. We have a lot of steel toe related news to get to today. I've always kind of compared my relationship with steel toe detractors to Hamish and William Wallace in Braveheart. Me playing William Wallace, of course. Whereas they want to take this big boulder. Every day they've got this big boulder, and I'm going to crush steel toe like a worm. And for over 2 years now, they've been trying and they've been failing. And I just take this little pebble, and I let them throw those big boulders, and I go, okay, big boulders, but they ain't coming anywhere near me. And they're yelling and screaming, what a piece of drill them right between the eyes, and they cry and caterwaul and whine for weeks and weeks on end. I'm nothing if not efficient. And so I was getting DMs from people all day today. We have Taste Fairy Ialto saying Kim Nicholson getting outed as a meth whore was the funniest shit of the weekend. Not only a meth whore, but also she kind of backs the continued framing of just that entire Onion Discord world, that entire audience. I've never nailed it more than I nailed that audience. It's double-digit IQ, just a bunch of felons who are absentee parents who are just way bigger pieces of shit than I've ever been on my worst day. And all of them just dumping all of their guilt and shame and shit onto me. And it still doesn't make them happy. So then they throw all those boulders at me and I take them with a smile. And then when I push back just a tiny bit, when I go boop, just like that, oh my God, they forget everything they've ever tried to do to me or family members or loved ones or anything. They forget all of that stuff conveniently. And all of a sudden, what? Why would he do something like that? How could he? The cognitive dissonance in that community, it's either intentional and they're remarkably dishonest, or it's unintentional and they might be as retarded as I thought. But either way, people were telling me today that whole world was just tard rage. I might be the most underrated tard rage baiter in the business. I might be the best in the world at it. I also heard that I don't know what it is about Nepo babies, but they don't like being called every Nepo baby I've ever met just really wants to hang on to the belief that they're a self-made man. And when I said Mahmoud was a Nepo baby from his dad and uncle, just basically give him a failed company to run so they can balance out their taxes so he could just play Dabbleverse all day, that did not get received well either. Oh boy. And then Kim was mad. It's like, Kim, I don't think you should be embarrassed that you were a coke whore for a decade. No, not a coke whore. I'm sorry. That's too high class. I apologize to coke whores. You were a meth whore for a decade. I would be more embarrassed that it's been discovered you're 60 years old and this is what you do with your day. Oof. And I saved a lot of the juicier details because I always give people a chance. See, now you're like a puppy, and a 60-year-old puppy, but I've smacked you on the nose with the newspaper now, and you have a chance to behave yourself. Others have reached out to me, DM me. I'm sorry, Massa Aaron. I got a little too heavy into the bullshit, and I'm sorry. And they've kept off it. And what honest people. Now with Kim, I mean, all the information's out there. It's all public. I'm not releasing any private information, but I didn't feel like talking about the rest of it today. It felt obscene. It felt like it was too much. So I did enough to get a laugh and for everybody to have fun. And my audience deserved it because she's been trying to dox donors of mine. So I figured she deserved a little smack on the nose. Oh, by the way, she doesn't believe that she's ever done that. Like I said, the cognitive dissonance with these people is kindergarten levels of astounding. But she when she does it, it's different. And this is too far. Sorry. By the way, did you also hear that Haley wears like industrial to do her streams? Listen to this for insecurity and vanity. This woman, who's past her prime as it is, and was only good for mud sharking, this woman puts on stage makeup to do her shows. Now, for those of you who don't know, regular makeup is like, oh, I got to put my face on. I can wash it off in the sink, go to bed, whatever. She puts on the makeup that you got to take like an ice scraper and like just scrape it off your face. Oh, just scraping that makeup off. She wears fucking theater kid makeup to do a stream that 50 people watch. I mean, vanity doesn't even begin to cover it. I mean, it's a deadly, one of the 7 deadly sins level of vanity. And then apparently get this, she's been teasing Keanu. She's been, you bitch, you use filters and shit like that. She admitted not only does she use filters on her stream, which, come on, nobody thinks you're pretty. You don't have to do the theater makeup that you have to scrape off with a fucking ice scraper, and you don't have to put filters on, all right? It's not it's like giving Ricky Berwick steroids. He ain't going to get ripped. So she apparently uses like one of the not even a low filter. She uses like a level 3 filter. Like I said, the hypocrisy and cognitive dissonance in that world is, and I eat so well off of it. So yes, thank you. Taste Fairy saying Kim Nicholson getting outed as a meth whore was the funniest shit of the weekend. Not only that, but giving them a taste of their own medicine and finding out that they just cannot handle it is too good. It's too good. And then the other thing. Did you know that Shane guy, remember that Shane guy from Comicsgate that we were busting on and we were making fun of the comic book nerds? We were just kind of mocking that. We kind of casually mocked that guy this morning. And I'll put a clip up of it tomorrow. But we casually mocked the guy. And he deleted the stream. Dude. Delete, like, what a soft bitch. And you know, honestly, it makes, because I said in my little rant today, I said, I'm literally only doing this to upset them. I'm only doing it for the acknowledgement and the response. And because it will get to them. And then he goes and deletes the thing he said about me, to which I say, dumbest move you could possibly, the smartest move you could ever make with me is ignore me. It drives me nuts. I don't like it. It makes me feel like I wasted a bunch of my time. Either way, look, guys, I'm having a great day today. It's been very exciting. I hope you keep it going. I appreciate everything you do. Hit thumbs up, hit like, hit subscribe. Everybody right now, we've been kissing the balls of 400 on the evening shows lately. I'd like to see us break through that this week. Joey Caravello starting us off with $2 today. Says, Aaron, if your house was haunted, what would you do? I'd be one of those guys who would move, but I don't believe in I don't believe in haunted houses. I don't. Joey Caravello also says, Keanu said she is happy with you over the Kim Nicholson thing. A lot of people are. I've heard from a lot of people who are like, these fucking people deserve it. They're like, the level Aaron is in their head is amazing. And multiple people now I've heard the hypocrisy out of these people and the fact that they've convinced themselves they can't see the hypocrisy might be the best thing. No, guy, this is not they're saying that this is a stretch dildo. It's not. McBuster says it's been in your ass recently. It hasn't. Hulkamasha Baby says clearly a high-functioning autist. Also, quit playing with it while you talk. Why? How dare you? Dinkelman says Aaron has a very sensual relationship with that Slinky toy. No wonder he said he's good with his hands. Fatty Royce Buckle says newest accepted peer review says autism comes from parents who have herpes. My dad has herpes, not the ball sack kind, the lip kind. McBuster says there are no redeeming qualities of the Dabbleverse. It's really boring and sad. They need to inject themselves into the places they are not wanted for approval. Well, the thing is about that universe is that the ones who were kind of the big stars of it, they're kind of irrelevant now. Nobody gives a shit about them. My show, the other people's show, they're far more, interesting things outside that community that people are checking out. It's the small shows now that are like getting clipped and they're the most fascinating. And that's what people want to see. You add up all those small shows together are doing more numbers than the big shows. And it's, why? Because they're just being silly. And that's what people want to see. Not like this blood feud. We have to get this guy. We're going to destroy him. Bitch, if you could destroy him, you would have done it when you started years ago. Historically White says she had to be pretty old when she was using. Oh, yeah. I think she was a grandma already. Not that she would have known. I mean, I don't think you can be out there meth-hoeing yourselves and being a mom. So she was abandoning her children to do meth and be a hooker. So that's really something. Don't forget, Aaron, she also shits out of her pussy. We can't confirm that. We've just heard that from medical sources here on the show. Rexstart parody account with $1 says, just saw that I got a refund I didn't request from Google. Here's the $1 back. I'm no Indian giver. I never would have known. What an honest man right there. McBuster says, Kim made an actual page of my posts from here about Melton, also falsely accusing me of being multiple people. It's really demented. Yeah, and I don't think this is going to help her dementia either. I mean, first of all, she's 60 and a history of drug abuse. I mean, imagine being 60 and this is how you spend your time. I'm honored that I'm in your head that much, but I'm not deserving of it. Historically White says, I wonder if Aaron has seen the video of EVS smoking crack. No, I have not seen the video of Ethan Van Sciver smoking crack. Please and thank you. By the way, McBuster points out Melton and Moody went after Toe's 10-year-old daughter, has pay pigs made sexual comments with super tip, 10-year-old girl AI for weeks. Yeah, that got shut down pretty quick, didn't it? It's clear, Streisand effect. And that they don't think they deserve any of it. They're such whiny bitches. Let's go with Angelica's doll says, why doesn't Haley or Melton ever get clipped? They're not particularly interesting. They have their little, contingent of the same few hundred people that watch them. They don't get any new viewership, and that's it. If they've ever said anything of merit, I would have remembered. They never have. They're just not talented people. It's pretty easy. If you're good, you get clipped. I get clipped a lot. Satan's Mechanic says, what the fuck was Kiki crying about? She's worse than Johnny. Yeah. Have you seen our old friend Keanu crying about Green Day? I'm not kidding. I think it's on her YouTube channel. Keanu C. Thompson. And it's Green Day was doing that Super Bowl pre-show thing. And she cried. I can't find it on YouTube. Maybe I can find it on X. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of feeling myself today. I've had a very good day. I hope it continues. Let's see here. Keanu Green Day. It's going to be tough to find. Green Day's rather popular. Yeah, I can't find the link of Keanu C. Thompson crying at Green Day. Did she maybe she posted it. And no, I don't. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, I got it. I've got it. She was watching Green Day before the Super Bowl, and she's she's so emotional. She's so moved by Green Day that she's sobbing. This is real. It's not AI. To be young again. Either that or she's looking at Gino naked. One or the other. She's an American Idiot album fan. She's really tears rolling down her face, sobbing. at Green Day, and now I'm demonetized. At Green Day, performing at the Super Bowl. It's remarkable. It really is something. Oh, man. I don't know if there was an explanation of that or anything, but I just can't think of something like that would get me going that much, that would make me sob openly and then record it. I don't know. Why is she crying about Green Day, says Snigger Niggardly. Is Kiki a basket case? Hey! Roots Calhoun with the line of the night so far. He says she cries about Green Day, and you cry about Leg Day. Schlemiel Schlemazel. Yeah, I guess. You know what? I'm not bad on the leg press. You know what? I'm not even going to try and sell you on that. You know what? I just understood the minute that came out of my mouth, I realized that's a losing battle, Aaron. Don't even worry about it. Rexstart parody account says Kiki looks like she had the time of her life. Snigger says Kiki never cried when she sold out Aaron for 30 pieces of YouTube subs. It's actually, that hits way too close to home. I'm just looking for more good ones. Silverwolf says you'd cry if Eric Church played at the Super Bowl. Incorrect. Eric Church actually sang the national anthem at the Super Bowl like in 2020 or 2021. And guess what? I didn't cry at all. I was very excited to see the Chief there. JH says, yo, Aaron, Shane Davis is calling you as annoying as Bill Paxton. That's a great line. If you missed it, Shane Davis said that I look like the bad guy in a 90s movie who gets punched in the nose and has a briefcase full of someone else's money. So I guess I'm a cross between Elias Koteas and D.B. Cooper. So JH, keeping with that joke, says that I'm as annoying as Bill Paxton. How dare he? Rest in peace, King. Rest in peace to the clip that Shane Davis deleted as well. All right, let's get our show started. We've got a lot to talk about. You guys throw in your Streamlabs, your PayPal, your Rumble rants, your Super Chats. We do appreciate it. Window Licker over on YouTube says, Aaron cried for Bad Bunny. I didn't. I did not cry for Bad Bunny. I swear. I didn't even watch it. I watched the, I had to, man, just out of curiosity. I had to watch the Turning Point USA one to see what they murdered Charlie Kirk for. Lip syncing, pre-recorded. Did they tell us that it was going to be pre-recorded and pre-produced? Poorly, by the way, really poor pre-production. Because I didn't know that. And I gotta say, and I'm a Kid Rock guy. I like Kid Rock. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I like him. And as Donald Trump would say, not good. Oh, I squeaked there too. Jim Turner says Shane Davis' special skill is bending over. Ethan should do it personally rather than trying to send his girls. Well, so far I've kind of been kicking the shit out of these guys. It hasn't been going well for them. They're taking stuff down. I saw that RP is not happy about it. He's RP does not handle it well. Him and Pool Scam Sam do not handle it well, and they go on multiple different comments and chats and things like that. This has to be an L for the toe. This can't be a win. Guys, let me just say, you guys not liking it makes me as happy as me liking it. And that's a me problem, I admit. Snigger Niggardly says, Aaron cried at the end of Downfall. Actually, we all did. Well, yeah, I mean, sad story. I mean, watching a movie end in a sad way, watching the hero lose and fail, none of that's ever good. Root says, I watched that shit just to see what they did, and my kid thought I was unironically watching it. Ah, ha, ha, you deserve it. Someone catches you watching the Turning Point halftime show, they deserve to think that you were watching it unironically. Oh, man. You would think with all the money they took after Charlie died, you would think they could afford like an outdoor Like, what are they, like those summer festivals. You think they could have done an outdoor big stage on a giant trailer or something with some pyro and some lights? They can give Erica Kirk WWE Batista I Walk Alone pyro for night 2 or 3 of Turning Point USA's America Fest while she camps out under a little tent remake of where her husband was shot, but they can't give Kid Rock some ba with the ba, da bang, boom, boom, boom kind of shit. They put him in a little, like, what was probably an Israeli hangar or an airplane hangar that's owned by one of their Israeli donors. And they just said, here, lip sync for a while. We'll put like 50 people in the room. We'll put up some laser lights that we got from Target. It'll be fine. It was bad. It was bad. Bapa Shab says they killed him and hired fucking Kid Rock with their investor Zog Bucks. Yep. That's it. I didn't even watch the Bad Bunny one. So I'm not going to critique it. I'm not going to judge it, anything like that. I'm sure I wouldn't have liked it. I saw Lady Gaga was in there, and like, I'm like, let me tell, for those of you who are younger, like I'm 39. Let me tell you something, guys. When you get older, I think if you're healthy, your idea of what's like really hot to you changes. And like as women get older, you're just like, oh, fuck, that's it. Like just aggressively. Like to me, Lady Gaga has never been hotter than she was like young 20-something Lady Gaga, Bad Romance. Fuck that. Horse shit. Her singing with Bradley Cooper at the Grammys or whatever that was. Horse shit. Her last night, little older looking, tits looking normal. She, hair done up. She looked amazing. And that's the look that I'm into. Like, I think as you get older, you find as women get older too, you find them more attractive. I see a 25-year-old. I want to puke. They look like children. I think that's normal. You're supposed to do that. As you get older, you're supposed to see people that young. It's inappropriate for you to be with them. And you're supposed to go, it's like a kid. But you see someone who's like 35 to 45, they got some hips on them, some heavy tits. And now I'm not talking sagging down to their knees, but like heavy tits. And you're just like, oh my God, I'm going to lift this fucking table in the air. It's a problem. It's a problem. I'm sure Lady Gaga thinks you're hot too, says you need me more. Thank you. You know what? That's very nice of you to say. And I'm sure she does. 09 Canyon says, I don't like Lady Gaga's face. I don't know why. It just bugs me. It's fair too. It's fair too. Window Licker says, I'm just over here licking the short bus windows, but I have a question. When the fork is this disgusting shit going to stop? Anyone have an idea? When we round up all the satanic pedophiles and put an end to their reign of terror? Like, dude, Somali fraud so doesn't matter. All that other shit so doesn't matter. We have to eliminate the Satanist, Luciferian pedophiles that have occupied our country. We need to take them out first. Then we can talk about fixing these mundane issues like taxes and Social Security and everything like that. Jim Turner says Aaron loves them saggy fun bags. It's not though. They're not saggy fun bags. God, if I could illustrate it for you. Here, Lady Gaga Super Bowl. You'll know what I mean. You'll know what I mean. Where's the... Oh my God, why did I think she was wearing green? This is fucking me up. I swear to God, I've seen Lady Gaga in a green dress from last night. And now here she is in blue. This is some Berenstain Bears shit. Like, you see what I mean? Her tits, they're not like saggy old tits. They're heavy tits. They're good tits. And she just looks like she's lived, You know when people say that about a house, they're like, it looks lived in, but in a good way. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not selling anybody, am I? I'm not selling anybody. Son of a bitch. Bapa Shab says satanic and then puts the 3 parentheses around each one. Well, I mean, but you got to couple them in because I know you want to say Jews, but like, what about their Christian Zionist, house Negroes? I mean, Satanist kind of covers all of it, you know? Wallsball says, wait, Aaron, your ex was that age. You were into her. How'd that work out? Was that maybe Mother Nature telling me, hey, these pick-me broads, not a good idea, brother. Not a good idea. My dad tried to tell me. Multiple people tried to warn me. It's just looking out for you. Snigger Niggardly says that anti-Semitic Robert Kraft ad makes one more anti-Semitic. How can the word Jew be both a descriptor and an insult? Goebbels was right. You know, I tried when I saw, yes, Baba Shab, Shabbos Goys. When I saw the Robert Kraft ad before the Super Bowl, at first, like I tried to watch it seriously, but by the end of it, and I think SP was there, and she doesn't go for my Jewish thoughts, but SP was there, and we're watching the ad, and I bust out laughing. Like when he took the backpack off and it said dirty Jew, I just went, Here, you know what? Let's watch the ad. I'll show you what I mean. Let's watch the dirty Jew ad. And it's fair for me to say that because it's an ad where it says dirty Jew. I'll show you exactly where I laughed in this commercial. By the way, we all know that this kid put the sticker on his own backpack.
Did you see that? Should we tell him?
That backpack was promised to him 3,000 years ago by God.
So bad.
All right.
Oh my gosh. That's not funny. Stop.
Every time. Because, like, no kid uses that as an insult. Kids don't even know what Jews are yet. Like, they don't know that people are Jewish unless you tell them. Dirty Jew.
Not funny. Stop.
Whatever happened to kick me?
Do not listen to that.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate a Shuggy coming over and helping me. Would you like to sign this contract? I'll give you $10,000 for you to record an album, and then I'll take 97% of the royalties in perpetuity. What was that, Kyle? Oh, God, I have no idea. It just came out of me. I have no idea.
Thank you, man.
Now I will be exploiting you people for generations. And I will use rap music to desensitize you to violence and drug abuse. Historically White says EVS smokes crack at 1520. This is alleged. I'm going to say allegedly. Because there's no way Ethan Van Sciver is just on camera smoking crack. EVS smokes crack at 5220. I do not believe. Oh, my God. Comic Artist Pro Secrets is live. Ethan Van Sciver smokes crack. 52. All right, let's see. Let's go to 5217. Why is there no sound? Why can't we hear anything? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is that... Can you light the fucking lighter, you useless bitch? Ethan, quit. I know you're breathing heavy because you're walking for once, but in, not out. Why can't you hear the crack smoking part? And how do you guys know this is crack? I don't know anything about crack. Oh, that's a different kind of pipe than weed, I suppose. So why is there sound back here? But there's no sound for the crack smoking. Why is that? Wow, so he really... Now, there's no way he looked right into a camera that he knew was recording and just smoked crack. There's no way. That's a one-hitter of weed, said Satan Smith. That looks like weed to me, too. I mean, look, do I want to believe just for the comedy of it that he smokes crack? Someone did say something about, like, licking a doorknob. People send me all kinds of Ethan Van Sciver lore because I made fun of the comic book guys. Somebody said something about, like, licking a doorknob. I don't know what that reference is. But apparently he was sitting around in a hotel lobby and then just sucking on people's pipes, whatever it is. Snigger Niggardly says Kim Nicholson watched EVS and said, "Hoof, amateur." Root says, I have no idea who that is. He's a guy who, he says he writes comics, but so far he just collects people's donation money for Indiegogos and then refuses to give them refunds when he doesn't release the comic book and goes to the casino and talks about how a black guy who makes comics is the worst guy in the world. Papa Shab says there's a clip of him passing out in a urinal, and that's real as hell, but I think it was coke and pills that time. Not crack. Okay. Bong Time. Yeah, Bong Time is an authority. He says, I'm an expert on weed, and that's a one-hitter. Fair enough. Historically White says it's crack in my mind. Well, look, if it's crack in your mind, I'm not going to get in the way of that, huh? Window Licker says, hell, I'd lick a toilet flush handle for $500. I don't know. Not 500. No. I don't know. Lick a toilet I mean, my own toilet flush handle in my own house. I mean, I know where that's been. I'd lick my own toilet flush handle for $200. Are you kidding me? What, one free evening show? Yes. I would lick my own toilet. Not a public toilet handle. That's fucking disgusting. Bapa Shab says we need to find the urinal clip to confirm what happened. I mean, I'm worried because I feel like people don't like this. So I don't want to, I don't want to keep going over these things and everyone's like, yawn. No Gusto says I'm going to PayPal 100. What, just because you love the show? Or because you want me to lick my own toilet handle? I don't think the licking your own toilet handle thing is that big of a deal. That's just a little, I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't put my tongue back in my mouth and I'd go right to the sink. But someone else's toilet handle? No, thanks. Roots Calhoun says, I drink a glass of toilet water for $500. My plug in the top tank earlier today kind of came off center, you know? So the water doesn't come all the way up. So I had to reach down in there and I had to move it over. That water is freezing, but it's not dirty. It's the top tank toilet water. It's coming right up from the same place where you get your faucet water. Or at least that. I had to reach down in there, move the thing back over, and it was good. Still, you wash your hands, and that shit is freezing, though. Boy, do I piss into some cold water. Joey Caravello says, how much to eat Johnny's ass? Not there. Oh, I mean, we have a thing on the show where when people ask me how much, I always name them a number. How much to eat Johnny's ass? $14 million. $14 million, because that would be enough where I would never have to go back on the internet again. Ever. Joe Smash says, how much to lick SP's butthole? I don't think she would ever let me, but totally free. I mean, you love the girl. I mean, if you love someone, you lick their butthole if they want. I mean, that's part of the love. How much to use Johnny's ass as a bong? I'm going to throw that right in the 14 million range, if you don't mind. $14 million range. All right, he says, Aaron drinks toilet water. These are all unfounded, disgusting rumors. All right, 270 of you checking out the toe right now. Go ahead and hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Rumble, you're doing great. YouTube, you're not doing too bad, but we need to come up by about 40 or 50. And let's see if we can. I mean, 300's great. See if we can't give 400 a run for its money. And also, little Streamlabs, little PayPal, little Venmo, little Super Chats, little Rumble rants. We had a amazing day this morning. Let's have an amazing day tonight and call it a perfect day for the toe. Jim Turner says, you better hope Nick doesn't inherit mom's money soon or you're going to be licking Johnny. That, you know what? If you are so hell-bent on smiting someone that you still hate after 2 years, I would say that would, in a weird way, in a sick way, I would respect that level of commitment. I would respect that level of commitment, I think. Root says, I was just looking at a property in Montana by Yellowstone for $14 million. I'd suck anything out of Johnny's ass for that place, right? The kind of place you could buy for $14 million, you could fill it with distractions. You could buy the house for $6 million. You could put $2 million worth of distractions in there, put $3 million in an account. That's your base. That's your taxes and your living money. And then you got another $3 million just to fuck around with. You could buy enough distractions to forget the fact that you had to either smoke a weed out of Johnny's ass or give him a rim job in order to get that house. That's the theory anyway. There's only one way to find out. All right. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Let's get into some shit today, huh? Boy, did we have a little back and forth with you guys in the chat so far tonight, and it has been not profitable at all. Hopefully highly entertaining, but not profitable in the least. I'm doing it for love. Let's go ahead. This is a guy who quit Burger King last week, and, you know, quitting a job seems so final. Yet, if you've ever quit a job or you've ever left a job, that last day, unless they really like you and they want to have a party for you and shit, that last day really is just like, all right, I'm leaving work today. I'm just not coming back tomorrow. Like when I left KLFD to go work in Wilmer, when I left Litchfield to go work in Wilmer for like a month, then I started Steel Toe at 101. But when I was leaving there, like in the morning, they had a cake. It's a small town radio station, so like the community kind of gets to know you. They come to the radio station. They stop by to say goodbye. We had a bunch of guests on. The show had become very popular in that area in the afternoon, so a bunch of people stopped by to say farewell. But like by the time 6 o'clock rolled around and my afternoon show was over, you know, everyone was gone. I was the only one in the building. I set the automation. I locked all the doors. And I drove home. That was it. This guy decided to have himself a day on his last day at Burger King. This guy is the legend. Let's take a look. If you don't know, that is the dish sink at the Burger King. And this guy on his last day decided to take a nice, hot, soapy bath in the power soak. He does look like a Burger King employee, but he's moving on to greener pastures. He got himself a deal. He got himself a host job at Applebee's, so now he thinks he's king shit, and he can just bathe in the Burger. Honestly, I read the comments on this, and people were like, "Oh, that's disgusting. That's filthy. How could Burger King allow such a thing to happen?" Like when you go to Burger King, do you really assume that your burgers are being cooked on like clean dishes and everything in there is just immaculate? I assume that at least 3 people's balls have been in the sink water by the time I get. First of all, don't eat at a Burger King. There's no reason to. Easy way to avoid this. Second of all, if I go to a McDonald's or a Popeyes, yeah, I'm assuming there's some less than sterile shit that goes down there. Not Popeyes. Let me take that back about Popeyes. They have Mexicans working there at that Popeyes, and they kick ass. Those Mexicans at Popeyes, I hope ICE never gets them because those guys can fucking scoot, brother. They are very, very good. Trucker 18-Wheeler says that's Aaron's brother. It's not. It's not my brother. Hooters girl needs a membership. I'm just kidding. We need the money. Yeah, she doesn't need the membership. But let's get her the membership anyway. Let's get them. How many do you guys need to get overtime tonight? 33 memberships away from 500. Let's do that. Hooters girl says, see that guy that died from sticking his head in the fryer at Olive Garden? I thought worker dies Olive Garden. I thought somebody killed him. I thought that was a murder incident. You're telling me that, oh, shit. Yeah, I didn't know. You mean they don't have a video version of this story anywhere? come on. I'm holding out for the local. You're telling me that the local news didn't have Olive Garden worker fryer. You've got to be shitting me. This is like malfeasance. This is like this whole newsroom should be fired at this place for not having a video version of this story. On January 30th, an American man committed suicide by plunging his head into a deep fryer while working on a shift at Olive Garden. I got to give this guy respect, because how many times have people working in the food service industry said shit like that? Oh, man, another day like this, I'm going to stick my fucking head in the oven. And, oh, another day like this, I'm going to stick my head in the fryer. This guy did. The unidentified man was in the kitchen at an Olive Garden in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, when he suffered the burn injuries that would later take his life. Oh, he didn't even die right away. You stick your head in the fryer and you make it for a little bit. You probably make it just long enough where you're like, well, it's a long road back. I can make it. They'll do some skin grafts, and then all of a sudden you go into shock again, and then you die. Just as you get used to the idea of making it through. According to the New York Post, the employee first took off his clothes before thrusting his face into the boiling hot fryer. They cited a grim 911 audio in which a dispatcher could be heard saying, a male victim went headfirst into the fryers. I mean, at that point, if you're 911, you're going, yeah, what do you want us to fucking do about it? Sounds like this thing's over. Can I give you the name and number of a funeral home? Maybe you need a coroner. Another operator added grimly, quote, I don't have a lot of details. A lot of people screaming, some kind of a burn victim. It's an understatement. Though the cook was rushed to a nearby hospital for treatment, he later died from his injuries. Additionally, a female employee suffered minor burns after she tried to prevent the cook from sticking his head in the fryer. Yeah, don't do that. That's a losing battle, and like happened here, you're just going to hurt yourself. Once a guy decides he's going to go head first into the fryer, give him some room. Because now, I mean, think about it. The guy's psychologically prepared. It's over. I'm done. I'm not hanging around anymore. And he's going to go head first right into that fryer, and you hold him back a little bit? Like you stall him? Who are you? What gives you the right to stop this guy from a decision that he didn't come to lightly? I mean, that's a difficult thing to do. None of us have the balls to stick our head in a boiling deep fryer. And this guy prepared himself. He steeled his mind for the moment, and he went for it. And for you to stop him, oh, that's really disrespectful. Olive Garden has remained stoic about the event, calling it a suicide attempt. I mean, they're not wrong. And nothing more. The restaurant closed for several days following the incident, but is now operating back to its usual schedule. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the cold-hearted truth of working in the service industry. One day you will put your head in a deep fryer, and you will not come back, and you will traumatize everyone in that restaurant. And within 48 hours, you'll all be back to work again. Working in the food industry is notoriously Oh, God, I thought this was an Olive Garden person. In 2016, one of the biggest chefs in the industry, Benoit Violet, was found dead by suicide. I hate that YouTube doesn't like you saying that word. It's like, fucking grow up. The chef, who had 3 Michelin stars to his name, appeared to have shot himself. Only days later, he was due to attend the launch of the new Michelin Guide in Paris. Well, guess what? He didn't make it. So the Olive Garden guy just shoved his head in the fryer. Fuck. And you didn't die right away. Like it took you a minute for you to cash out. Oh, man. Let me go into I lost my chat for a second there. There we go. Oh, there's nothing in it. Factory worker jumped into a molten steel furnace after losing more than $9,000 in the stock market, said Phil Herslet. Well, give it a little time. It might come back. The more you get, how are you going to handle that when you're in your 60s and your retirement count is in the 6 figures? You're going to have days where you lose $9,000. You gotta hang in there. MSO says, I bet they reused the oil. They did. They really don't give a shit about people in that industry. They reused the oil. They expected everybody to come back to work right away. The whole shebang, the whole deal. Fuck you, dude says that or being burned alive have to be the worst ways to go. No, man. I have the worst way to die. Hold on a minute here. Oh, I might have this one for tomorrow. This might be a tomorrow thing. Oh, no, I have it here. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Let's try to, guys, I made $2 tonight. we made $2 fucking dollars. This is why I can't cock off when we have a perfect, like an easy morning like we did this morning. I mean, you guys fucking killed it. I'm sweating already tonight. And the show's good. I'm having fun, but I'm cognizant of where I like to be at a certain point by 7:00. And it's not that far of a point. But like, again, I haven't even been able to take $10 or $5 off the total so far this evening. So let's get going on that. I know you're having lots of fun. Let's stop to throw a little something in the plate, huh? Fried line cook with all-you-can-eat breadsticks. When you're here, your family. Papa Shab says it's dinner and a show. Yeah. No, I would say this is the worst way to go. I saw this on Clown World on Twitter today. Fuck this. You know these people who go cave exploring? And some of them go cave exploring to where there's these really tiny, narrow openings. And people have legit died doing this, where they snake their body through these tiny little crevices to the point where they can't move until they exhale. Because when they exhale, their body is thin enough to move through the rock formation. Whereas if they inhale and they fill their lungs with oxygen, they get stuck. It's fucked up, but people do it. Well, this guy was in a cave where there's water. There's standing water. And in this case, it's almost all the way up to the rocks. And this guy was going to go from one end of the cave to the other end of the cave. This scared the shit out of me. And if this doesn't scare the shit out of you, you need to start doing this underground exploration shit because you got nerves of steel.
This is the waiting area. I'm glad I didn't go in there and wait. Are you going, Jacob? Oh, we just bailed.
Like, what the fuck is that? Is that a guy? Or is that... I thought that was like a fish or an animal or something at first. That's a guy. So now they're... fuck it, you're drowning now. So this guy's freaking out and having like a fucking panic attack under there.
Oh my God! I'm coming out. All right.
That guy, I'm going out. Fuck that, man. I'm going right back from where I came. If I come to, like, that's one of those things where like you're going into the cave and you're like, this ain't so bad. This is all right. And then all of a sudden you get to this room. You enter like this chamber and this part and you go, yeah, I'm going to turn around. I don't care if everyone thinks I'm a pussy. I don't care if you say I never gave it a fair shake. I don't give a shit about any of that. I am not fucking with this. No way, no how. I don't think that guy's a pussy or a bitch. I think the guys who keep going, they're insane. So good for him. I'm turning around. Fuck that. I think he did. I think he had a panic attack and he knocked this guy over.
This is the waiting area.
Let's watch him. There he is. He's got his flashlight back there. And now this guy's like, he's going to traverse this area. He's going to get to the other side of this rock formation where the water goes down a little bit. And he's going to continue, again, crawling through this, like navigating this cave.
Yeah.
But this guy freaks out.
Are you going, Jacob? Oh, we just bailed. Stop. Oh my God!
He's laying sideways just to breathe. And he's like, yeah, this isn't worth it. Because, like, what do you get at the end of this? If you finish this exploration, you don't make, like, $500,000. There's no money in it for you. You just get to say you did it while staring death in the face. I'm good.
I'm coming out. All right.
I'm getting out. He's the most sane one amongst all of them. So if you're asking me if, like, head first into the deep fryer is the most horrifying way to die, fuck that. No, that's the most terrifying way to die. Joey Caravello with $2. Thank you so much. He says, Jesse Lee Peterson said you better bend over in front of him in the showers. And if I don't, beta mail. TDR Shit Show with $2 says, I give him an A for a unique way of offing yourself. Dude, honestly, sticking your head in a deep fryer does show commitment. I mean, you say what you want about someone ending their own life. I mean, personally, I think it's their call. But, like, to say that I'm going to do it by sticking your head in a deep fryer, I mean, you don't know if you're going to feel anything. You don't know exactly what's going to happen until you do it. You're going to make a scene at work. That's a guy who wanted to go. Hulkamasha Baby says, nope. My fucking chest is getting tight watching this. I agree. I watch that shit and I just get anxiety all over. MSO says, so what? Name the cave after him and be done with it. Yeah. At the bottom of this cave lies a big, big man. Roots Calhoun says, I've had to go through caves like that trout fishing out in California. Just go trout fishing where there's easier places to find the trout. Don't they have streams where you live? All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go trout fishing today. Hey, that sounds like a lot of fun. You got that stinky bait shit that you got to roll up into a bowl? Yeah, we got that. Awesome, man. That's great. So where's the stream? Well, hear me out. We got to go underground for a minute through a cave. What? A cave? What? No, just wait. And we're going to go, and in one part of the cave, we're going to have to sit there and basically eat the gravel that falls off the rock formations because we're going to have to scrape our lips across the top of the rocks because otherwise our face and our nose will sink underneath the water and we could drown in the cave. Don't you guys just have streams like underneath highways and shit? No? We have to almost die before we go trout fishing? Have you ever had trout? It's not that good. Landers says, this is why you should fuck fat chicks, Aaron. Get used to being under lots of pressure. Now, I don't even like grabbing my own fat. Thank you very much. Root says, the snow melts up north and starts flooding these caves, but the fishing is worth it. I look, agree to disagree that the fishing is worth it. Sucking what little oxygen you have off the bottom of a cave rock, I mean, honestly, you'd better catch trout that grant you wishes at that point. Papa Shab says we should. No, Papa, they're not going to let us put them all in that watery cave. They're not going to let us do it. Hurts to P says the fuck is in that water too. Exactly. That's just, why are you going down there? What's the point? What point are you proving? Roots Calhoun says trouser trout means his dick. Yes, of course. That's the kind of... See, Roots has to go fishing for trouser trout, but he has to traverse the watery caves first in order to find all the heavy, thick trouser trout that he likes to fish for. Attaboy. $2 for Toad from Toad Climbs Mountains. Thank you. I can finally knock $5 off our total tonight. Oh, man, we can never put together a full string of one day of shows, can we? One always has to be the one that gets me distracted from the show and sweating. I'm going to have to take a break to get some water, too, because I didn't get anything to drink. And I am, my throat is drying out with the flop sweat here tonight. Toad said, with $2 says, hold on, wait a minute. Roots trout fishes? Yes, indeed he does. And he apparently risks his life every time to do it. Root says, I don't think I've ever been that panicked. I mean, yeah, there's a good reason to be. I ain't going to call you a bitch for it. All right, Jane sent this story. Look at you guys. You guys are sending in all kinds of topics. I got a bunch of shit for tonight. And here you guys are throwing me the Olive Garden story, throwing me this. Hey, man, you guys throw some gifted memberships in with it. I'm a happy boy. 310 of you checking out the toe right now. Hey, YouTube, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Jack that number up a little more. Rumble, you guys are doing great. But I always like a little more than what we have. I'm insatiable in that sense. So let's fucking go, baby. $1 from Schmeyers says, would love being in that cave. Would love being in that cave than being married to Easy Money's wife. Oh, those are fucking fighting words right there. Easy Money's wife hangs out in here. She'll rip your fucking balls off, stuff them down your throat. Oh no. That's not the story, but hold on. Let me read ahead a little bit on this one. I want to see. There's no video version of this story, is there? Ah, shit. You know what? It's probably for the best. A primary school janitor in the U.S. We're going to find this one. We're going to find this one on our own. Here, NBC Philadelphia. Giovanni, not Ribisi. Giovanni Impellizzeri. Oh, my God. What a fucking guinea name. Here we go. This is the story that we want. I mean, not that we want. We want the video version of it. Here we go.
A former Cumberland County janitor learned his fate today for contaminating food with bodily fluids.
He's jizzing in people's food, or he's farting in it, or peeing, or pooping, whatever it is. Each option is worse than the last. Like, if someone says, oh, man, what would you rather have in your food? Cum, shit, or piss? Like, it doesn't matter. Just cover my eyes. It'll be one of them. It's bad either way.
At a school cafeteria. He said he was sorry before he was sentenced.
What's in the sausage gravy? You don't want to know.
In court. Action reporter John Paul live.
That's tasty meatloaf. Yeah, it ain't meat.
Live in our satellite center with more.
This lemonade is warm, but it's delicious. Don't worry about it.
And John, a parent from the school, got emotional today when she gave a statement.
Yeah, she wanted to speak to Impellizzeri because, she said that he really had an impact on her child. She actually said
no shit. She's got hepatitis now because of him. Hey, what are you going to do? I sit here, I mop the floors, I clean the toilets, and in your kids, I put a little spladoosh in their food. What are you going to do?
Her child still asks her why adults want to hurt kids. So just before sentence.
Well, there's this thing called voting, and the people you elect will end up covering for satanic pedophiles who murder babies and perform human sacrifices. Sorry, kid. And if we don't, there's no way to arrest them. There's no way to hold them or try them. You really just have to take them out.
Today, the judge told Impellizzeri.
But they control all the politicians that make all the laws, and ironically, they've made it illegal for you to do that to them. So, good luck.
That he reveled in evilness.
It's just evil, you fucking guinea retard. It's not evilness. You revel in evil.
Until this day, I cannot believe what happened. I am disgusted about what this man did to all our children.
A tearful mother confronts the man at the center of a horrific case in Cumberland County, New Jersey. 27-year-old Giovanni Impellizzeri pleaded guilty to creating
fucking guy liner? Jesus. I mean, he got arrested while also dressing up for his drag character performance that he had coming up.
Disturbing videos of himself putting cleaning products and bodily fluids into food at Elizabeth Moore School in Upper Deerfield.
All right. Look, the jizz in the food is one thing, but cleaning products too? Pick a lane, dude. You don't get to do both. Talk about running up the score. Kick a guy while he's down.
As a custodian, the food was consumed by students and staff.
Those children still think about those things, and they have flashbacks coming back, walking in that cafeteria. Maybe our children deserve.
ICE busts into the county hearing. Can we just You know how in Children of the Corn where they crucified the adults on corn stalks? Could we maybe pull that one out of the old hat for this? This is one of those stories that requires medieval punishment.
And need justice.
That justice was delivered today in court as the judge discussed how Impellizzeri used social media to share the videos of what he did.
Oh, he's proud of it too. What do you get out of that? He looks trans too. I don't know if that's part of the kink or what, but
existing in this, I don't know, shadow world of depravity.
Before he was sentenced, Impellizzeri was given the chance to address the courtroom.
Just let it go. Let it go. There's nothing you can say right now that's going to help you.
And this is what he had to say.
I would like to apologize for my actions. There's no excuse for it. I feel very bad about it.
His apparent remorse did not help the situation.
No, I didn't think it would. Hey, I'm really sorry. Oh, you are? Yeah. Hey, what are you sorry for again? Oh, I jizzed in kids' food and then put cleaning products in it. Yeah, I don't give a shit if you're sorry. The judge, here's how you know you have a good judge. If he checks with the attorney general first to see if he can sentence this guy to death. And if he's not allowed to, he just does whatever he can.
Judge handed down an 8-year prison sentence.
Damn.
With credit for 514 days he's already spent behind bars. The school superintendent was in the courtroom today and said this case shook the community.
The superintendent got up in front of everyone and said, just like to say in front of this whole court, Your Honor, not cool, bro. That was really not cool.
This serves to remind us there are bad people out there. Bad people who have no consideration for others.
Now, on top of that 8-year prison sentence.
And will jizz in your food. I don't think it's fucking funny. I noticed it hasn't caused the superintendent to miss any meals, though. Good for him. It's nice. It's nice to see that he got him, that he's recovered from this incident so very well. Thank you very much for the gifted membership coming from Von Kaiser. Thank you guys for the help. I appreciate it tonight. TDR Shit Show with $2 says, isn't Roots black? I don't know. Water and black's mixed real well. Roots isn't black. I don't think Roots is would deny it if he were, but no, I don't believe that Roots is black. That puts you guys 32 memberships away from 500. Of course, if you get all the way there, we do an extra half hour for you tonight. So if you can, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow, but gift a few memberships, throw a couple of Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmos, Super Chats, Rumble Rants our way. We would appreciate it. We had a great show this morning. It went really easy. I'd love to see the same thing happen here on the evening show. Jason Puck says gargling. Oh, God damn it. Usually the Rumble chat is more gross. I go over to the YouTube chat to see if they're doing a little better and being a little more polite over there. Not the case. Where Am I says yummy. Oh, yummy. No. Where Am I says if he was rich, he wouldn't have gone to jail. Well, then I'm glad a poor person did it. Because whoever does something like that needs to be locked away as long as humanly possible. Papa Shab says 8 years when he should have been dead. Well, maybe they'll take care of him on the inside. Maybe he won't be able to help himself. And, he'll try getting back to his old ways in the prison chow line. Maybe start off with a couple of pubes and a salad. They'll take care of him. Schmeyers with $2 says, tell me there wasn't, I think you fucked that up. Tell me the tree wasn't any warning signs. I think he meant to say, tell me there weren't any warning signs. I mean, the guy liner's a pretty big tell, but I don't know. Rusty Grammer says, Aaron wouldn't have paid Roots $3,000 to come to the anniversary show if he was a colored. Why not? I paid Gino that much and he ain't white. I mean, if you think about it, I kind of paid Gino $3,000 to put me in jail. Kind of a bad, I would say bad business decision. I mean, to pay someone $3,000 and then by the end of the night, they're going to put you in a jail cell. Ugh. Again, as Trump would say, not good. Thank you guys for the gifted memberships and the Rumble rants and everything else. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. These $2 ones, as long as we just have a steady supply of these $2 ones, we'll knock it out that way. Dan Vicious with $2 says they took the sister into custody. I called it. Savannah Guthrie? Hold on a minute. Live updates, urges mom's return. What are you talking about? I don't see any updates on the Savannah Guthrie thing. They took the sister into custody. Savannah Guthrie. I don't see what you're talking about here. I have no idea what you're talking about. With who's taking whose sister into custody? I don't know. On a Wall says, me too, family member. I don't know what. Guys, I'm not seeing any of this. You're trying to break news for me, and it doesn't seem like there's any news to break. Where are you seeing it? Provide a link, if you could. Savannah Guthrie, sister. Siblings. Her sister's house was suddenly searched. Sister's home searched as mom remains missing. I mean, all I'm seeing so far is that Savannah Guthrie's sister's home has been searched. Nothing about the sister being arrested. $5 from Redbird says, don't be so hard on yourself. You couldn't have known and definitely didn't have anyone telling you that having him on was a bad idea. But wait a minute, that's not true. Because, Redbird, you kept telling me it was a bad idea. I think, you know what? I think he was being sarcastic. I'm almost positive that he was being sarcastic. I'm not seeing anything about Savannah Guthrie's sister being arrested. Digital Soldier says, only takes $2 to derail the show. Ouch. Oh, dude, I can be derailed by a free chat. I got the attention span of a gnat. All right, the good news is 313 people checking out the B show right now, which is great. Bad news is, let's up those memberships and Streamlabs, PayPals, Venmos, and whatnot. Let's keep going. I hope this is real. In fact, I even wrote when I put this link in the prep sheets for tonight, I said, please let this be real. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is fake, but I want there to be a piece of shit like this out there in the world. Let's go ahead and check out this. Now, this is a man who's found a way to make current events work for him. You know, ICE is out there. They're deporting people. I've been out at Whipple covering the protests. A lot of people are angry. They're mad. Well, this guy, where many others see a political debate, this guy sees an opportunity. Let's hear from him.
Weeks ago, I made an anonymous tip to an ICE office about a restaurant I had applied to that rejected my application.
What a petty cunt. Hey, I'd like a job here as a waiter or a dishwasher. Oh, sorry, we rejected your application. We're full up. Fuck. Hey, ICE, there's a lot of Mexicans working at this restaurant by my house. You might want to stop by and pay them a visit. Some of them might be illegal. Dick.
3 days later, there was a raid on that restaurant and 12 of their employees were deported. I did this because I really wanted to work at that restaurant, but they were full staffed. So I figured what better way to get an opening in than to have half their staff deported.
Okay, so either this is just a stupid TikTok where he's making it up for fun, and I have a sneaking suspicion that's what it is. But he also, if he's not playing a character, he does look like a dead-eyed autist who would do this because he's like, well, yeah, I need a job, and if they don't have a job, then that makes it easier for me to get one. Why wouldn't I do that?
So that's what I did. When I reapplied, I got hired, and I've been working there a few days, but now I'm worried that they're going to find out that I was the one who called and had half of their staff deported.
No, they're never going to find that out. I mean, some retard would have to go on the internet and blab about it to a bunch of people. I mean, that's the only way they would find out. So I think you should be fine. I don't think this ever happened. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I think this has happened plenty of places, but I don't think this guy did it. But I want it to be real.
For anyone who's been in a similar situation, was there some way you were able to soften the blow ahead of time or kind of like get them used to the idea that maybe like an employee here got everyone deported?
No, there is no way for someone online to help you learn how to soften the blow for your employer, because people aren't evil enough where they do that. I know he's goofing, but God, what does it say about me that I want this to be real? I want there to be a fucking prick, just an Aspergery dickhead who sees nothing wrong with the fact that he got a shitload of people deported from their job at a restaurant so he could work there.
Who knows? I'm just seeking advice because I do like a lot of my coworkers and I don't want them to hate me or think I'm a bad person or something.
I mean, if they were to remake Chappelle's Show today and they were to do the Player Haters Ball sketch again, this would definitely be one of the guys who got nominated for Player Hater of the Year. $1 from Schmeyers. He says, sorry, farming accidents, lost my thumb. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. $2 from TDR Shit Show. Says, I apologize. I thought Roots was just a really cool black dude because at some point I thought Aaron said he was one of his favorite black people. My mistake. I'll see myself out. No, he just raps. So, for me, that's close enough. It's like you can have a black friend without having to hang out with black people. It's what we call in the business a loophole. Meow Meow says, I do things like this. Is that wrong? And why? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's wrong to call ICE it's not wrong to call ICE to have people deported if you did it because you think it's good, because they're like unsafe or they're criminals or they're up to, like you did it to protect the community. I think it is wrong to do it just because you want their gig. Yes, that's a fucking problem. Richard Head says there's a gay living in Sauk Rapids. Call ICE and have him deported. Yeah, they're not deporting gay people. Sorry. Exculpate says they're taking our jobs. Gotta take them back. Fuck. Meow Meow says, why is it wrong? The illegals broke the law. It's not wrong in the sense that, yeah, they're illegal, so they'll be deported. It's the rationale for why you're doing it. It's the way you've rationalized it in your brain of, well, fuck them, I need a job. They're here. Like, you didn't care that they were here illegally until you wanted a job where they worked. That's all. But I don't think that guy really did that. I just wish he did. Hey, guys, I'm going to play the music for a little bit. I need to go. I didn't get some water before the show, and I need some. I'm drying out. Go ahead and help, knock out that thing that we do every day, because this morning it was fucking easy peasy. It was nothing. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Make a kind donation to this program, and we would appreciate it. I'll be back in 30, 40 seconds. We'll get right back into it here on The Toe, and I'll do a good job for you, I promise. All right, let's see if I can't give you a good show now this evening. Hey, did you see my pants, by the way, that I decided to wear for tonight's show? I'm doing laundry today, and usually when I'm just around the house, I'm wearing basketball shorts, but I've done a lot of time at the Y this past week. I've been just blowing through my basketball shorts. So I'm wearing a very fashionable pair of sweatpants tonight. Would you like to see them? They were a gift from a fan. A fan got me these sweatpants. They're very comfortable. I don't know if you saw the color. You might think they're a little gay if I show you there you go. You see that? Let me stand up on my chair here. They're pink sweatpants. You see? I'm wearing pink sweatpants. Isn't that gay? There's no way that these could be gayer, right? Absolutely no way. Hey, look, if I'm not going to make any fucking money tonight, I'm going to humiliate myself. There's really no way that these pink sweatpants could get any gayer. And again, these were given to me by a fan. A fan gifted me these sweatpants. So you see, there's no way that they could get any... shit. Hold on. I need to get a... You guys are... Mike, get the fuck out of my way. Here. That's grown man showing his ass on the internet. Look at that. Take him up a little. There you go. Juicy. They're my juicy sweat... Oh, fuck. They're my juicy sweatpants. Why don't we? I just wanted to share a personal memento from this show's history with you. Do they have footies? No, they don't have footies. Taste Fairy Ialto says, if they said Uzi, it would be a little less gay. It'd be kind of funny if I was wearing Uzi sweatpants. SP just wrote to me. She says, do you actually have a humiliation fetish? What? Because I should? No, here's what it is. I'm just stubborn. I had a great show planned for tonight. I had stuff to talk about. I had plenty to do. We had an easy morning show. I took it for granted. And now it's like it's my own form of rebellion because I'm not making dick this evening. So I'm like, you know what? You can't humiliate me. I will humiliate me. Landers with $2. Thank you very much. He says, now he is entertaining us. Yeah, well, honestly, it used to be I had a radio show and I could just go on and do whatever show I wanted. And we get the big numbers and everything else. Now I got to rattle my fucking tin can for some donations, and then I have permission to worry about whether or not my show is good. So I'm just whoring myself out. This is just the indignation of Aaron tonight. JS with $4.99 says, watching your reaction to not making money is the best part of the show. See, that's what I mean. This is my fallback plan. Redbird with $2. And look, it fucking worked. This is humiliating. See, now, if no money came in and I just went back to just doing the shitty show that I had planned for tonight, that would be fine. Now, donations are coming in. This makes it worse. That means the shit I was doing, instead of it being, oh, people just aren't contributing tonight, one of those nights, what do you do? Instead, it's, no, Aaron, the professional show that you were doing where you did topics and everything else? People don't give a fuck. But you showing your ass, literally and figuratively, with pink sweatpants on while you're drenched in sweat because you're nervous from failure, now it's coming in. This is problematic. $1 from You Need Me More says, I'm going to send you the matching sweater. Aw, that's so nice. Thank you. And now the number's coming down a little bit. I mean, if it came down all the way, I'd be thrilled. Ryan the Garbage Man says, blowing through basketball shorts as in explosive bowel movements? No, just sweating my balls off in a basketball court. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should have clarified. Hey, 328 of you watching the show. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Let's do this thing. Angelica's doll says, you're embarrassing your friends, family, and slam pieces. They're all just, do you have a humiliation fetish? And I'm like, yeah, some days I really don't even know what I'm hanging on for anymore. I mean, show-wise, not life-wise. No, it's been a very good day today, and I have faith that we're going to go on we got over an hour left. We're going to go on like some bizarre, weird run tonight, and we're going to have ourselves a perfect Monday. Hey, guys, you aren't going to believe this. So the FBI has looked into all the Epstein files, right? Because they have to prepare them for release. They just released 3 million. They've got about 3 million pages of documents left. Well, the FBI's been looking into these Epstein files, and they've made a determination. This is huge, Wow, what did the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, I mean, these are the people who can bring charges. These are the people who can start tearing down this synagogue of Satan, this Luciferian empire that's clandestinely taking control of the United States, so the FBI can start knocking down this house of cards one by one. Well, the FBI looked into the Epstein files, and guess what? They concluded that Jeffrey Epstein was not running a sex ring. Oh, man. I really thought we were going to have it that time. By the way, this is how they make you and I conspiracy theorists. The FBI goes, Jeffrey Epstein was not running a sex ring. Now, Fox News, CNN, the places boomers watch news, they haven't been reporting on the Epstein files, but they will report on this. They will report that the FBI concluded Epstein's not running a sex trafficking ring. So then when you go to your boomer parents or you go to your friends who don't watch the news and you go, oh my God, they were killing babies, calling them shrimp cocktails, referring to them as pizza and beef jerky and grape soda, all this other crazy shit. They were doing human sacrifices on this island. It was really fucking terrible. After Jeffrey Epstein got indicted, he ordered a bunch of sulfuric acid. He ordered like 12 barrel, 55-gallon drums of sulfuric acid so that he could melt down bodies, human remains, right? Did all of that stuff. None of your boomer parents, none of your friends who don't follow the news have read any of that. But what they will read is FBI concludes Jeffrey Epstein was not running a sex ring. So now Mark Levin can go on his show and go, why don't we all stop talking about Jeffrey Epstein? The FBI already came out and said he wasn't doing anything wrong. So what the hell's the problem? Just a bunch of anti-Semites.
You little bastard, you attacked my stepson?
And Ben Shapiro can go, okay, so they've already concluded Jeffrey Epstein was not running a sex ring. So we don't need to be a bunch of anti-Semites who hate Israel and want all the Jews to die. You guys can stop it now. It's over. But you go and you tell your friends go, oh, well, I heard on the news that I follow that Epstein wasn't running a trafficking ring. So that was all a conspiracy theory. And then you look nuts because you go, no, there were babies and they were killing them and they were draining their blood and they were taking the bodies and they were putting them in the acid. They were using pizza references and beef jerky in really weird ways to reference bringing underage children to the parties that they were doing to serve up to the elites, and they were doing sacrifice. It's disgusting. And then that's when they call the funny farm and they ask to have you taken away. This is how they make you look nuts. They don't report any of the specifics. They don't report any of the things that are in the Epstein files. What they do report is the FBI looked into it. They said he wasn't running a sex ring. FBI covers for its pedophilic overlords, and then the mainstream news reports that. And that's what we get. That's how this shit works. Oh, man. By the way, not that I thought that the FBI was going to come to any conclusion other than this. Not that I thought the FBI was going to be like, oh, yeah, holy shit, guys. It turns out we missed a lot of stuff. We're going to roll all these guys up in handcuffs and take them downtown. I mean, I was waiting for this. Yeah, Baba Shab says, then CBS News will call him a Russian spy. They already have. CBS News has already tried to report that Epstein had links to Russia and may have been a Russian agent. Larry Ellison and his the Jewish Bonnie to his Clyde, Barry Weiss, who has spent half her life in Israel, tried to connect Epstein to Putin. And you know why they want to try and dirty up Putin with this? Because Putin is the one who's been trying to tell you and I for all these years that America has been taken over by pedophiles and Satanists. Putin's an Eastern Orthodox Christian. And he says America's been co-opted by these people. So we got to make Vladimir Putin look like the most evil guy in the world, even provoking him into a war and then making him look like the aggressor. So that now anything he tells us about our system, anything he tries to tell us about our country being taken from us, we'll see it as the bad guy doing propaganda. Redbird with $1 says if you take the shorts off before Tyrone gets to work, they will last longer. It's not. It's basketball. I don't know what you're talking about. On a Wall with $1 says, how much to wear those pants next time you go to the gym and wear them the whole time? Honest to God, knockout tonight. Knockout tonight before 8 o'clock? Yeah. Knockout tonight before 8 o'clock. I will wear these fuckers to the gym tomorrow and play basketball. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't think you guys understand how much I love having these things knocked out and just doing shows. They're better for you. They're better for me. And I don't think you guys understand how little I care what the people at the YMCA will think if I wear these pants. So yeah, and I will take photos. I'll give you photo proof, whatever you need. Yes. If you guys band together and you knock out what's left, absolutely I will wear these to the gym. Kevin Soundboard with $1 says they throw us into our own Twilight Zone. Yes. $1 from Redbird says, welcome to us listening to you tell us all just to cooperate harder with the lockdowns in 2020. Dude, after the first set of lockdowns, I was so not like that. So you could get back to being a good little consumer with cruises and stadiums. $4.99 with JS says, out of Melton, Carl, Shuley, Stuttering John, Brennan, and Chad, who would make the best co-host? Chad. Carl's not talented at all. Carl needs to be surrounded by other people. Shuley's only had success with one thing, and that's talking about John. Melton's never had success without me. John is a bum. Brennan's really good, but he's a host. He's not a co-host. I would say Chad would make the best co-host out of all those guys because he's a radio guy. He's got broadcast experience, so he understands the give and take of a show. All those other guys, if you don't care about me or anything they talk about, they're fucking boring and really unoriginal and unfunny. Sorry if you like those guys, but that's just a fact. So no, I would say Chad would probably. Although I think my best co-host, if I could get a co-host for the evenings, it would be Levy. He's fucking hilarious. I love Levy. On a Wall gifting a membership. Thank you very much. All right, so yeah, I would. You guys have started throwing in. I'm going to say, yeah, if in the next 32 minutes you get this thing knocked out, then yeah, I'll wear the juicy pants to the gym tomorrow. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jim Turner says Chad would make the best co-host or the original Whiskey Pete if he isn't available. Dude, that show that Oz did with me on Thursday was really good. Really good. That was a very funny show. Cannot lie. So I'm going to say Oz is the best co-host, but he wasn't one of the choices given. Like I said, I had this for today, but we've already kind of gotten into it a little bit. On the same exact day that the FBI opened a child sex trafficking case against Epstein in 2018, he ordered 6 55-gallon containers filled with sulfuric acid be delivered to Epstein Island. And again, sulfuric acid is what they use to decompose bodies. So Jeffrey Epstein got indicted for child sex trafficking in 2018. That same day, he orders 6 55-gallon drums of sulfuric acid to his private island. Again, we can bring this up to people, but it sounds so evil and so insane and so crazy. It sounds like we made it up or we heard it from a conspiracy guy and we got tricked by some kind of AI deal. Again, I think these guys blackmail each other and cornhole each other and do the weirdest, most satanic shit to each other because they know if it gets out, it's going to sound so insane, the rest of us are going to be gaslit into thinking we're crazy. But we're not. This shit happened. They've got the order forms and the wire transfers right here in the Epstein files. You got the wire transfer request form, 6 55-gallon drums of sulfuric acid. I mean, the order forms are right there. Little St. James, that's the name of the island. Yay. So there you go. Further, again, all of this stuff, it's like you can't prove it in the court of law, but you're not stupid and you know what they're doing. You know, so you can go, oh, the FBI says that he wasn't running a sex trafficking ring. I mean, yeah, that they can prove, but like you put all these loose ends together in the Epstein files, and in order to think that he wasn't doing that, you'd have to be willfully ignorant. Willfully so. So yeah, 55-gallon drums. And like, again, there's no way to solve any of this. There's no way to fix any of this without some kind of revolutionary act, without some kind of revolutionary behavior. There's no way to defeat these people or what they're doing. All right, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Wow, 338. Thank you, guys. That number just keeps going up. I think this week we get to 400, which is not a number we're typically at for the evening shows. Even like you go back to the beginning and the Twitch days, the evening shows have always been between 200 and 300. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Gifted memberships, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Rumble Rants. We're getting back to a decent number now. Man, just keep firing away. I appreciate it. Oh, and also in the Epstein files, shrimp cocktail. I'm going to read this one time and we're going to get the fuck out of it. But this is, again, what these evil pieces of shit do. There's a picture in the Epstein files that were released of a baby in a sink. And this email from Jeffrey Epstein to Olivier Colum on 2013. Again, all of these emails are after he'd already been to jail for soliciting. On my island in the Caribbean with an aquarium full of girls. As two are Russian, I guess some might refer to them as white sharks. As long as you don't have any hammerhead ones, I like white sharks. And then Epstein wrote, no, some are like shrimp. You throw away the head and keep the body. Meaning they're killing these girls. Again, they speak in code, but the code is pretty fucking easy to decipher. It just protects them from prosecution. But you know what these disgusting pieces of shit were doing. And honestly, like, if Epstein isn't dead, let's go find him. You know, if it's true, like, is the video game true? Is the Xbox Live thing true? There was a rumor that his Xbox Live was active up until, like, last week. Got banned from Xbox Live. Xbox situation is crazy. Epstein files release. All I can find is he was permanently banned in 2012. Oh, no, permanent suspension December 19th, 2013. But I had heard last week that his Fortnite account was active until like a few days ago. Little Saint Jeff 1. In early February 2026, social media users claimed the federal case files for sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and a specific Fortnite account handled confirmed he played the popular video game both before and long after his death in 2019, implying he wasn't actually dead. Users shared the claim all over social media. Former Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene reposted one user's post laying out the alleged evidence. The user's post began breaking. There are reports of Epstein's Fortnite account active in Israel. The username Little Saint Jeff 1 that is in recently released Epstein files where the account bought $25.95 worth of V-Bucks on May 7th, 2019. The account is, in fact, linked to Epstein himself through receipts in the recently unsealed Epstein files. In short, this rumor was false. The official Fortnite status X account, responding to another user, posted on February 6th that a user changed their name to Little St. Jeff 1 after the name surfaced in the files. Okay. So somebody else changed the name, and that's what caused all of the confusion. But yeah, I mean, still just... Ugh. Just still, I mean, the fact that I want him to still be alive. I want him to have escaped to Israel because I want us to go get him, and I want someone to make him pay for what he's done to my country. I mean, it's a takeover. It's a quiet revolution. It's a quiet takeover of my country by satanic pedophile Jews, and I don't like it. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow, throw a couple of bucks our way if you're enjoying the show, if you're liking I guess I probably shouldn't do content like this if if I'm at the risk of taking an L tonight. I should probably make with the happy, huh? We're going to hate Tom Mcdonald a little later. That'll be all kinds of fun. We got the newest Tom Mcdonald video. Of course, that grifter. I tell you what, that guy cranks out Conservo-slop at such an alarming rate. Like, he has a song ready to go about some grifty right-wing shithead issue. Like, I mean, within 24 hours of something being a story. He has no sense of humor about what a bag of shit he is either. Like, he's always so stoic and serious. Like, yo, dog, this be what I do. This is what I live for. This is what I ride for, is to own the libs. It's like, no, you fucking don't. You're doing this because you know retards will just keep retweeting this and you'll make a quick buck off of it and you don't have to actually be a talented rapper. I mean, if he would just break character for a little bit and admit to us, like, yeah, I'm grifting off of conservatives, they'll still buy and share your shitty music. And they'll still swallow up your dog shit trite messaging in it. But don't sit there and be like, yo, dog, this just what it be like, man. I'm in there fighting for MAGA and shit. Shut up. You did a song with Roseanne, you twat. So we'll go over a Tom Mcdonald song a little bit later. That's just my way of torturing you for us being so far away from a win tonight after having such a good morning. Mike Miran Kurdian says, word on the street is Ben Shapiro is a flaming homosexual. Your thoughts? I'll go with it. Jim Turner says Steel Toe is an insurrectionist. Report him. Jim Turner says Oliver Colomb is a former diplomat and advisor to former French President Nicolas Sarkozy. Of course. All right. Jim Turner says Tom is a machine. Respect the grift. I mean, that's just about the only thing about him you can respect. This is the Department of Justice today. They were giving a press conference, and this actually came out of the mouth of a Justice Department spokesman when they asked about prosecutions coming because of the Epstein files. Take a look.
Thank you. You said this is the end of the Epstein, of your review of the Epstein files. So just to clarify, is the public going to learn the identities of the men who abused the girls with the information that you're releasing? And if not, why not? And then I have a quick follow-up.
So it's not a good sign that this guy is staring at the person who asked this question as though he's speaking Flemish. I mean, this guy's like, I'm not understanding the very straightforward question you just asked me, which means we're going to get a bullshit answer.
And then I have a quick follow-up.
I mean, you just baked in an assumption into your question that I have never said and I don't know to be true. Is the public going to learn about men that abuse these girls? Like
What? He was a guy who'd been convicted of solicitation, and then he was accused and in jail awaiting a trial on trafficking. We have email. Like, don't fucking play dumb with me, asshole, or we'll have to turn on you too. What do you mean men who abused women? Come on. We weren't abusing. Then make it uncomfortable for these dickheads. Ask them questions like, what were the sulfuric acid drums for? And by the way, we are not moving on with this fucking press conference until you answer that goddamn question. Why was there a creepy-ass temple on that island? Why was there a giant sundial with weird cartoon figures on it? And we're not moving on until you answer this question, and I know you know the answer to it.
What does that mean? I mean, I don't understand what that means.
Well, I mean, they're the men who abused the young women through Epstein's.
Look, we said in July, and it remains as true today as it was in July. If we had information, we meaning the Department of Justice, about men who abused women, we would prosecute them.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't, because they're all your friends. Or they're all people that are above your head that you have to have permission to go after, and you don't have that clearance. And also, you guys are going to stay willfully ignorant. You're going to go, well, they're talking about jerky and pizza. You're not going to prosecute, but you're also not going to look into this stuff deep enough to try and do actual investigative work at the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And we get to see now why Kash Patel was named FBI director, because he'd be a good lackey who was just happy to be there.
Right? We talked about the work that we're doing. That's why I said that. I said this earlier. There's this built-in assumption that somehow there's this hidden tranche of information of men.
It's not hidden. It's out. You released it. Pizza, beef jerky, shrimp cocktail. It's all there. You guys just refuse to look any deeper, and you give yourselves outs. Fuckers. God, I hate these people.
That we know about, that we're covering up, or that we're choosing not to prosecute. That is not the case. I don't know whether there are men out there that abuse these women.
Wow. Well, then you're the only one left. You're not... All right. You're not covering for them, fine, but you're turning a blind eye to a really good question. How's that? You're not failing to prosecute clear signs of a sex trafficking ring or men who abused women, but you're going to ignore the signs and the smoke that could lead to a fire. I think that's fair to say. Holy shit. I promise, guys, I'm done with the Epstein stuff now. Let's be done with it. I think I'm hurting myself here pretty bad. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Oh, I don't want to see my ego go away, but it might have to. We had such a great start today on the morning show. If you guys are feeling generous and want to throw in 5 memberships, 10 memberships, whatever, if you want to throw in a PayPal, Venmo, Streamlabs, if you love the show and you want to support it, we are a listener-supported program. Well, hey, at least I'm not going to have to wear my juicy sweatpants to the gym, because I said if you guys banged it out by 8 o'clock, I would do that. I ain't got to do shit because we got like 15 minutes left and we ain't even fucking close, my man. All right, let's go over this Tom Mcdonald song. While you're at it, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Numbers have been solid tonight. Money is not. Let's see if we can make that a solution, and this is as desperate as I get this evening. I'll be square with you. Ready? $35. $35. That's what we're at for tonight. Oh, man. All right, let's do this Tom Mcdonald song. I'm shouting now. Let's do this Tom Mcdonald song. What's the title of this one? Pray for the Left. Oh, God. When was this released? February 6th. So 8-7. Friday. This new Tom Mcdonald track got released. Pray for the Left. They can shoot us and burn our cities. We'll still pray for them. They can shoot us. Bro, you understand it's the lefties who are getting shot now. The lefties are getting capped. So you got a Charlie Kirk from September. I guess you got that one. The rights got that one. But they got Renee Good and Alex Preddy. So I don't know, man. The Trump administration is leading the lefties in the body count category. But all right, let's... This is what I hate about this fucking guy, is it's just I'm just a noble, stoic conservative looking off into the distance. Motherfucker, if you could make a lot of money making Trump is a Nazi rap songs and liberals would eat the slop, you would make it. This guy, I am bound and determined to expose to the world that this guy is a phony, grifting sack of shit, terrible fucking rapper who makes awful music. But it's kind of like comedians. Like Crowder wasn't good enough to make it as a comedian. So he's like, I'll be a political commentator, conservative comedian. Because conservatives have lower standards for that sort of thing. Same with rap music. Conservatives are dying for a rapper. So you find a rapper who fucking sucks and can't get picked up anywhere. And hey, just start saying anti-woke shit in your rhymes. Conservatives don't have an ear for good bars. You'll make millions. So this douchebag continues to crank out Conservo-slop. And we get shit like this. Pray for the left. You guys are, and again, the thing that bothers me about Tom McDonald, there's no levity, there's no sense of humor in it, and I know he doesn't mean it. I know he's not genuine, but he just plays it so straight. So I guess we're not doing any metaphors, we're not doing any subtleties, we're just recapping the last few months. So is this like his MGK era where like people have caught on to the rap grift, so now he's picking up a guitar and he's going to be a singer gay guy now? Like MGK, he didn't get any respect as a rapping gay guy twink, so now he's going to be a guitar gay guy twink. We're going back to Black Lives Matter, huh? Wow, maybe the well ain't so deep anymore for old Tom. I thought maybe he was going to take a chance and talk about satanic pedos taking over the country, but nope. Same Conservo-slop Tom we've gotten used to. Cops is based. Let's, remember when conservatives were like anti-cops, anti-authority, and COVID and all that, you know? Don't lock people down. That's fucking bullshit. Resist the mask mandates and shit like that. Now they're just like, hey, quit questioning why that federal agent with a mask on is taking that guy away. What's wrong with you? Aren't you a patriot? To say balls, it would have rhymed. On their walls, they swear women can have balls. So he couldn't do it. So he's got the Black Lives Matter grift, the rainbow grift, and the trans grift all in one line. How is this different than any of the verse? This is gross. Me sitting here begging the last 5 minutes for $100 is more dignified than this shit. Oh my, and shame on anybody who thinks like, oh, this guy's a truth teller. He's good. He's a slop merchant. And you guys just eat it up. Just suck it up. Ew. This guy actually thinks that the left killed Charlie Kirk. This is like watching someone in 2026 think that 9/11 is exactly the way they told it to you. I mean, Jesus, Tom McDonald. And again, the worst part, he doesn't believe a word of this shit. It's just whatever will get the hits. It's like AI cranked out these lyrics because he wrote optimized for virality. Shit, this guy is real. You know what? Tom McDonald's he's running out of the slot bucket's starting to get a little low. He's starting to reheat the golden oldies. So he's reached back into trans. He's reached back into Fauci. Uh-oh. Tom, what's wrong? He's changing genres of music. What's up, Tom? This is what the Epstein type people of the world do. They pay people like Tom McDonald. They pay people like the Quartering and others. They'll pay them and they'll go, hey man, just keep up those talking points. That good. They continue to exacerbate this false left-right dynamic when anyone who's reading these Epstein files knows who the real enemy is, that there is no right and left. There is no Democrat and Republican, that this is good and evil. And right now, the slop that this guy's cranking out, keeping people pitted against each other, this is fighting for the evil guys. Has he sang one word about Epstein or the island or anything like that? I don't think so. It's all left, right, and trans and gay and black and all that stuff. All the conflict stuff. Gross and ugly. Like the only person I've seen bring up Charlie Kirk's death more to make money is Erica Kirk. Tom McDonald in second. Ew. Sell him to BlackRock. Sell him to State Street and Vanguard. Is that how we're going to make him great? Sell him to the church? This guy's I mean, every one is just as bad as the last one with this guy. Ooh. Kevin Soundboard says he was pushed out of a cloning facility on Epstein Island and programmed by AI. No shit, right? Historically White says this is terrible. Nomo says 311 wants their sound back. Be nice to 311. Be nice. Space Cowboy with $2 says, you go down the creepy Podesta art rabbit hole yet? We've gone down some of the symbolism with the Comet Ping Pong Pizza guy and some of the logos and things like that. I've seen the stuff about Podesta's art, but I don't know if we've gone through it on this show. I'll tell you what, I'm not making any money talking about that shit, so I'm going to try to back off it tonight. I don't think they want it. Snowcat Tish says he's not even fucking American. Worry about Canada. Is Tom McDonald a Canadian too? Oh, fuck him. Is Tom McDonald a Canadian? Oh, he was born in British Columbia in 1988. Oh, he sucks. Fucking Tom McDonald. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says Aaron has an erection for Tom. Aaron, hands above the table, no jacking off on live stream. Yeah, I mean, you do that, you get arrested a few days later. Red Fox Mad becoming a member for 45 months. Thank you very much. It says, everyone subscribe to this amazing show. Hit the like button and thumbs up. Keep this show away from BlackRock and private equity firms. Loyal CG guy with $1.99 says, Uncle E gonna destroy you. Shane was just a taste. I feel like Shane tastes Ethan, from what I understand. But I think we dominated. I think old Shane got a whooping from the toe, and I think he even deleted the live stream. I think Shane's in a little bit of a panic mode. So if Uncle E is anything like Shane, I think it'll be another quick first round TKO for the toe. Thank you for the $2. I do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and let's add to that total, huh? What do you think? Let's add to that total. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. There's got to be some kind of help coming. We got about a half hour left for tonight. We had a great morning. Got to stay positive. Please chip into the program if you will. $1 from Veldrain says, left rhymes with left. I'm sold. New boot goofing. Yeah. That Tom McDonald, man. You know what I like about criticizing Tom McDonald? Is that nobody ever accuses you of being a hater. You know, I think people dislike Tom McDonald so much and they see through him. Like even Republicans see through him and they're like, ew, this guy's a douche. That like nobody goes, oh, you're just jealous of Tom McDonald. It never happens. That, in a weird way, that kind of gives me hope. 340 of you checking out the toe right now. Keep hitting like, keep hitting subscribe, keep hitting follow, and please consider throwing a couple of bucks our way tonight. All of the links are in the chat or throw in right from where you're watching. I love this clip. This says a lot about Charlotte, North Carolina and their county sheriff there. You know, I've always said that in order to vote, you should have to pass a very basic test. I think that should be extended to especially people who hold office. I think if you hold office, you should have to pass a very basic test. And one of the questions on that test should be, what are the 3 branches of government? Everybody, go ahead. Oh, by the way, in 1 minute, I will officially not have to wear my sweatpants to the gym. You know, whenever you guys ask me a question like how much it would cost for me to have to do something, I always think that like it's going to happen. So I get kind of bummed when it doesn't. This is the sheriff in Charlotte being asked about the 3 branches of government. Let's see how he does.
Branch of government do you operate under?
Oh, see if you guys can get that. Sheriff. Is the sheriff under the legislative, judicial, or executive branch? Which would that? Now, that's kind of a tricky one, isn't it? Because on one hand, you wouldn't say legislative, right? Because he's not a legislator. But some people might say he's part of the executive branch because he's an executive. He's a sheriff. He runs the police department. But he runs the police department. I mean, isn't that judicial? It's crime and law enforcement. Well, hey, if you guessed one of those two, I'm going to give you a pass. Let's see what he says. I mean, after all, he's the sheriff.
Branch of government do you operate under?
Mecklenburg County.
You hear that? He operates under the branch of Mecklenburg County.
What branch of government do you operate under, Sheriff?
Oh, no. It was then and there that the people of Charlotte, North Carolina realized they were being, their law enforcement was being run by an abject retard.
Constitution of the United States.
Correct. That is what establishes the branches of government. I'm asking which branch you fall under.
See, he's just working down. He's working the flow chart. Like, he'll get there. Mecklenburg County. Okay, what branch? Constitution. Right. Constitution dictates what the branches are. All right. Like, now he can name the three branches, and then eventually he'll get to the right one.
Mecklenburg County. I'm a duly sworn Mecklenburg County Sheriff. We answer to the people of Mecklenburg County.
All of that is true. All of that is true. However, none of it is the answer to the question he asked you.
Not where I was anticipating getting stuck.
Right. He was asking that question to set up the question he thought was going to get him. Like, all right, I'll set him up with the what branch do you serve? I'll start him off with an easy one. What branch are you in? Oh, man, I'm stuck. All right, I was walking you into the stuck part, but we might not be getting there.
Are you aware of how many branches of government there are?
No.
Oh, no. Yeah, the branch you going to break off for me to whip your ass with a switch for embarrassing me in front of my friends and colleagues.
For the sake of debate, I will move on and say there are three branches of government: legislative, executive, judicial. Of those three, which do you believe you fall under?
I believe I fall under the last one.
Believe I'm going to choose door number 3. Which one did I say? Which one was the third one? I don't know.
Would you say it to me?
Judicial.
You are incorrect, sir. You fall under the executive.
Oh, the executive. God damn. That was the next one I was going to say. Yeah, it's, for some reason, I just see this sheriff being played by Tracy Morgan. You know, the branch I'm in is I fell out of the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. That might be the branch I serve. It doesn't matter because I'm going to get the branches pregnant. Fuck. So congratulations if you live in Mecklenburg County in North Carolina. You have the dumbest fucking sheriff who ever lived. Baba Shab says, can't tell if he's high, retarded, or both. Well, now, okay. In fairness, police officers are not known as the most book smart people in the government. So, yeah, I mean, you kind of got to give him a break on that one. By the way, this guy is never now, as long as that clip exists, he's never going to be able to beat the accusations that he is a DEI hire. All right, guys, we are having a killer night tonight. I'm already going to take the $10 bank we have from this morning, and I'm going to put it towards this evening because we've made a whopping $40 tonight. So now we are at the point where it's pity time. We got 25 minutes left in the show. I'd like to just focus on the content we have here. So that means I need you guys to come up big, start throwing a couple bucks in here and there and showing your appreciation for the toe, because right now If the results are any indication, I have not done a good job entertaining you tonight, and I promise I'm trying. I promise I'm trying. So let's just do some goofy, silly shit for the rest of the night, and I'll check back at about 8:25 when we're ready to rattle the cans and beg for your money. Oh, I hate having a really successful morning and then the evening goes like this, because now even if I win, I've done this already. And then there's a chance that, like, we've made our $40 and that's all we make. Like, nothing comes in the last 5 minutes. So it's like, fuck, I could have taken the night off and just chilled, you know? But maybe you guys are just waiting until the end. I would appreciate it if you just did it now and we could have a fighting chance at a perfect day. I'd appreciate it. I love you guys. I appreciate your support of the show. I'd appreciate some monetary support tonight and getting close to being perfect. So I've been following Adin Ross a little bit lately, and partially because he's buying the Breaking Bad house and he wants to, like, design it as a one-to-one recreation of the show, which I think would be great. But he went on this little 45-second rant today, or last night, that I found really interesting, because I'm not sure I agree with it. But if it's true, it just means that I'm completely on the outside looking in. I have no idea what the fuck's going on, and I'm not hip to what's up. Apparently, 90% of content creators bought their live views. Now, I only learned recently through a tweet someone made about Ethan Ralph about how you could even bot your channel. Now, I've never done it. I never would do it. I don't really understand why you do. You're just throwing money away for what? Your ego, to make it look better? I don't understand why you would bot your own channel. But Adin Ross is telling us that everybody does it. Let's take a listen.
Response to Ice, bro. I'll just say this, guys. I don't give a fuck, bro. There's nothing to say, bro. If you think some people, guys, everybody's inflated. Like I openly admit it. I don't give a fuck. Every single person, I would say 90% of streamers inflate, guys. Okay, we're not whatever, dude. And if you guys tell me right now, that's
a weird way to admit that you bought your views too. You know what I mean? Like, that's a weird, slimy way to admit it. Like, instead of just going, I don't know about anybody else, but yeah, I bought my channel. Which, again, if you're Adin Ross, he's highly successful. Why do you need to bot it? Whatever your number is, let it be your number. When we get up to 800 people at a time on this show in the morning, I'm thrilled about it. I think it's great. I can't imagine. I wouldn't feel like, and also, so like if I bought views, like let's take a channel that magically hits 1,000 every time, but then when it's running out of money and forgets to bot, it goes to like 500 or 600 to match his weight. Why would you do that? You know what your actual number is. Like you know that you bought people to get there. So that doesn't feel good. It's like a really gross lie. So like, oh yeah, I bought my channel. Why? Because you know that that's not the real number. You bought it to get it there. That takes all the fun out of watching it go up.
One-to-one viewers, you're fucking retarded. Go to anybody with fucking 200 viewers. There's like one person typing. So it's just like everybody has inflation. Okay,
I've never done it. I've never been on a website where I could do it. I've never thought to do it. I never understood why. And then people are going to catch you because they watch your chat move at a snail's pace, but it says 3,000 people are watching. It's like, it's just somebody has to explain to me the benefit of botting your channel. And still, I probably wouldn't do it.
There's nothing, he's 100% correct. Like, I don't know why everyone's acting surprised. Kick is the worst botting we've seen. Twitch is also very bad botting. But like, yeah, dude, it's whatever. I don't care.
I mean, I didn't know that. I wasn't aware. I still don't believe 90% of streamers are botting their channel. I have a hard time buying it. Farmer John Brown with $4.99. I love that name. Says, I want you to cover Comicsgate more. Ethan will provide you with much content. This is your calling. Take up the sword and claim your destiny. Look, I don't seek it out. like I said, I watched an Alyssa clip and then I ripped him to shreds, just having fun. I wasn't trying to rip him to shreds. And they got really fucking pissy about it. And then I teased them back for getting really pissy. Because here's what that Sean guy did. I ripped apart Comicsgate based on the very little I know. And apparently I did a really good job and it was accurate. And I made points while being funny. He went back and just tried to go, Daddy Ricardo, please save me. The mean toe man. You're a cuck. I hate you. You look like a 90s villain. He just lashed out and got really personal and didn't address a fucking word I said and then deleted it. So these don't seem like very difficult guys to get the better of. I've already gotten 2 first-round knockouts on this Shane guy. And as far as Ethan goes, I think he's so obsessed with this black guy who makes more money doing comics than his. And he's just like, it's the jealousy oozes out of that big, dumb, oafish voice that he does. That he sounds like a rube. He sounds like a very simple, like a dipshit. But here's the thing. I'm not a comic book guy because I'm not 9. I don't know a lot. All I know about this is the stuff I heard on the Alyssa Clips thing. And I know that they're obsessed with this black guy who does better than them. Ain't the way that always goes. So I know you're saying take up your sword and claim your destiny. Here's the thing. I do this very lighthearted because it entertains me. I do it for fun. So if I make them whine and squeal again, I'll be glad to address it and have more fun with it. I don't mind it at all. I like getting a rise out of people. But as far as like actively patrolling for the Comicsgate guys, well, that makes me just as big of a fucking dork as they are. No, thanks. But I appreciate the $4.99. And I'll promise you this, Farmer John. Number 1, I love your name. Number 2, if I rile them up, I got no problem poking the bear again. And by bear, I mean giant homosexual named Ethan. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, Aaron, what do you think of Sam getting the Super Bowl ring? Vikings made a big mistake and it cost their GM his job. I'm so happy for Sam Darnold. I mean it. I'm really happy for the guy. I mean, to have the NFL journey he's had and it ends with a Super Bowl ring, dude deserves it. Absolutely. And I don't think if we would have kept him, we would have magically won the Super Bowl. I mean, that Seattle team is stacked. Red Fox Mad with another $4.99. Wow, thank you guys so much. Keep this up. Aaron, how much money for you to buy and wear a Seahawks Sam Darnold jersey live on the show the rest of this week and all of next week? $150. That'll do it for me. $1 from Veldrain. He says, executives who love kids, justice for the 1%, and laws bought by Zionists. Am I close? Sounds like a Tom Mcdonald song. $1 from Veldrain says, some streamers don't directly buy ViewBots. The big streamers have companies who use ViewBots as part of an agreement. Oh. So that's what he's talking about. Well, either way, I don't understand the buying views. I don't get it. Snowcat Tish says, you really don't know? He's not wrong. When there are 700,000 views, 900 likes, and 25 comments, they purchased views. Okay. I mean, again, no. I'm not saying people don't do it. I'm saying I don't understand the benefit of doing it. That's all. I don't understand what they're getting out of it. Thank you guys very much for your kind words in the chat. Granite City's greatest, Aaron Imholt. I mean, I'll take it. Let's go into this is a fucking goofy one. Oh, and thank you guys for those $5 drops and everything else. Keep those coming. Keep it going. Maybe we'll have a shot tonight. We'll see. Father, Son, Holy Ghost, and all that good stuff. Throw in your memberships. Like 30 more memberships. And you guys get an extra half hour. I'm sorry, it's 31 memberships on a wall gifted one. 31 memberships. And you guys get an extra 30 minutes. But what we really need right now is for you to knock that number down. This was creepy and weird. So people were having a debate about this. There was a mall, and at this mall, there was a little girl selling Girl Scout cookies. And this guy from some company came up to her and was asking her riddles. Like he was flashing a bunch of cash and asking this little Girl Scout riddles for money. Like, I'll give you $500 if you can answer this riddle. And then, I don't know, like he looks like Jelly Roll. It's really creepy. And the dad wouldn't let her keep the money. A lot of people were saying this is political, this is bullshit, blah, blah, blah. All I see is a bunch of adults fighting over something and this little girl just not even being thought about. $5 from Space Cowboy. He said, thank you again. I appreciate it. Says, did you get a chance to screen the rally song? I did. I sent you an email back. I'm going to do some stuff with it. I think I'm going to use it eventually, but I want to fuck around with it myself. Just a little for fun. So let's go ahead and watch this, and you tell me if this is appropriate for a guy to be doing at a mall to like a Girl Scout selling cookies, and if the parents overreacted.
Girls, come here, miss. I will do this. I'll give you a better blessing. I just want to ask her one question. She can get it right. We are $500.
Okay.
It's pretty easy.
Like, to me, if a guy walks up to you at the mall and he goes, yo, I want to ask you a question. If you get it, you get $500. Like, to me, I was taught growing up, you walk away from that guy. You get the fuck away from that guy. If a crazy tattoo-faced guy comes up to you holding a bundle of money and saying, let me talk to you, little kid, head out.
What is sticky? You can...
Gross, okay. And he's from a company called Sticker Mule. So apparently he's like doing advertisements for Sticker Mule.
Peel it, but you can't eat it.
Hey.
I'll give you one more chance. Sticky, you can peel it, but you can't eat it. That was close, though.
What do you think about it?
Don't. You were so close.
It's so much pressure.
You were so close.
It's a sticker, but okay.
What you got? Sticky, you can peel it, but you can't eat it.
Fuck you, dude. I can eat a sticker if I want to, but go ahead.
And you were so close.
Wallpaper, I
No,
guess.
I'm going to give you 100 for trying. Okay?
Thank you.
But
wallpaper is technically right. Wallpaper is sticky. You can peel it, but you can't eat it. That technically she got the right answer. So then he gives her $100. So this is part of like a promotion thing that Sticker Mule is doing at the mall. They're basically paying for the advertising.
It's a sticker.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're from Sticker Mule.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Sticker Mule?
Yes, we love Sticker Mule.
Oh, yeah. You get stickers from here?
Wait, you're from Sticker Mule?
Yeah, they're my peoples, yeah.
All right, you know your people support Trump, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Give him back his $100. Thanks anyway.
Okay, God bless, bro.
Yep.
Wow. So, okay. Couple of things wrong here with this. Number one, it's promotion for a company, so I guess it's kind of okay. I don't like the idea of grown-ups just approaching kids in the mall and asking them riddles. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe I'm being weird and picky there. I don't like it. It's a bad look. Go do it to adults and give them $100. But then the dad being a cunt and like, if the dad's objection was like, hey man, could you please leave us alone? We're selling Girl Scout cookies and you're being very invasive and weird and handing out cash. I don't like it. That's one thing. But Sticker Mule, and you heard the wife, she's like, we love Sticker Mule. And the dad's like, don't you guys support Trump? And he didn't lie. He's like, yes, sir, we do. Give him his $100 back. Makes his daughter give back the $100, which she was so excited to get because the guy's company supports Trump. Oh, fuck it. Like, I'm not saying this story is exactly a hate, but let the girl, I mean, in the first place, I don't think you go up to the little girl and start asking questions in the mall, whatever, but at least the parents were there. But once the little kid gets the $100 and he gets to do his little promotion, Sticker Mule, remember Sticker Mule, use Sticker Mule, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so his $100 paid for the advertising. Let her keep the goddamn money, Dad. Do you have to be such a prick with the, oh, they don't like the politician that I like. Hey, kid, give back the $100. What a shitbag move. When I first watched that today, because people were having a debate about whether or not, who's in the wrong here, is the dad an asshole? When I first watched it, I didn't like the Sticker Mule guy. Because I'm like, this is kind of weird. You're going up to a little kid. It's a bad look. But then by the end of this one, I was like, well, the parents are there. He asked them first. And all right, so it's okay. The second time around, I'm like, the dad's a prick. Dude, $100 when you're like 9 or 10 years old, that you're a millionaire at that point. If you've got $100 in your pocket. So yeah, dad kind of sucks on this one. $1 from Veldrain says, my favorite recent one, a guy was handing out either a bar of chocolate or a bar of silver. Guess which one everyone picked? They didn't pick the bar of silver? It's fucking heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. 09 Canyon says all of this is a bad look. Okay, so my instincts were correct. And yeah, like Bigot on Socialist Media says, it's not like he was asking a question about politics. Right, he was asking a shitty sticker riddle. That was it. Who cares? Although it is weird to go up to a kid and ask a question about sticky, but then I wonder, like, is that my hang up? Am I being too strict? And I think it's better to be too strict than be too lenient. Baba Shab says, I can't eat silver, dummy. Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. The cleaner says Aaron would take the 100 and say it's going towards the goal. Hey, if I could get that 100 towards the goal, I would keep it, and I would say it's another win for the toe tonight. Thanks, guys. That's what I would say about that $100. I don't know. Maybe, hey, who knows? Maybe we're getting there tonight. We got about 9 minutes left. We're going to rally it up in 3 or 4 minutes. Maybe, I mean, we've had a perfect day so far. Tonight was not a struggle viewership-wise, but it's been a struggle money-wise. I've been trying to figure out how I coaxed those dollars out of you. You know, a lot of our content may have been good, but it wasn't the open up the wallet good. So I'm just being an entertainer. I'm not being a very good shyster and huckster, which I need to work on. That's my gimmick. All right, let's do this story, then let's rally up, and hopefully you guys can give us that perfect day today. I'd appreciate it. How much? This is a guy who paid a shitload of money because he missed his dog. I mean, you got to just buy a new one and move on. Life is about dogs. It's about getting a new dog, not about trying to get the same dog over and over, says the guy who's owned 2 Chihuahuas.
Would you be willing to pay to have your dog or cat forever?
Gordy?
Not sure.
Forever. Gordy's going to be around forever regardless. Gordy's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. All right, now that you put it that way, how much would I pay to have Gordy forever? There's no amount of money. Name your price. Jesus, Gordy's such a good boy. I would pay to keep him I would pay so much money to make sure Gordy stays alive. I just gave Gordy a bath last week. He's all clean and he's fresh. $50,000 though. I mean, that's a little steep.
Normally you see Alan Campbell here on the morning show, West News Sunrise, but he is with us tonight because he spoke to a Florida man who actually cloned his dog.
Yeah, so Summer Stewart, you probably heard of football legend Tom Brady. He cloned his dog just a few years back. I caught up with a man who went through the same company as Brady, and he paid a lot of money to get it done.
$50,000.
It's my soul dog.
Luis Hoinkes got Lucas Prince in 2007.
Oh, God, I guess. It's not like he's got a wife that he's going to have children with, so I get it.
Lucas, a Boston
You
Terrier,
catch my
was
drift.
everything to Luis. Best friend, his soulmate, and couldn't imagine life without him. Over the years, the two would travel everywhere together and visit dozens of countries.
I mean, what Lucas and I have, it's like very, very unique.
But just 7
Wait, is he gay or foreign or both? I'm having a hard time.
short years later, Lucas died of lymphoma. Luis says it was the worst time of his life. He was left wondering what he could do to keep that bond the two of them shared.
Pick up one of the other dogs you're surrounded by and just make them the new favorite.
Then he heard about cloning and started doing some research.
Jesus.
The people that I spoke with, was always great feedback.
Luis reached out to Colossal Biosciences. They worked together with Viagen to create clones. Luis had Lucas cloned to a near exact match.
Jesus.
And says the resemblance is uncanny.
I know what's going on, he knows, and that's what matters.
Cloning animals, especially dogs, is becoming a popular thing. Celebrities are already doing it, and
mostly gay dudes and Tom Brady. That's who's doing the dog cloning. Long story short, this guy paid $50,000 to clone his dog. $50,000 to have his dog cloned. Instead of getting the same breed, same dog, save yourself tens of thousands of dollars, he just couldn't do it. All right, guys, let's get the bad news over with quickly. Unless you guys have been holding on to a big bankroll, tonight's show did not do well. Hopefully you guys feel like throwing in a couple of bucks. Hopefully this is the church at the end of the service. We pass around the dish, and you guys are like, hey, good job tonight, kid. Here's a couple of bucks. Boy, would I appreciate it. Here's song number 1 of 2. Let's see if we can rally up. 105 is the number. That's right. We've made $65 tonight. Come on in and throw us a couple of bucks. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. We need it all right now from all of you. We need everybody throwing in a little bit. But if you want to throw in 5 memberships or $20 or really get this thing going, God damn would I appreciate it. Red Fox Mad starting us off with $2. Thank you. Says Drake May is a clone of Tom Brady. Sure looks like it. Ooh, he didn't look like it last night. Boozamock says Toe is hoping for that $100 sticker mule money. Fuck yeah, that would solve all of our problems tonight. Is that $100 sticker mule money. Vince Griswold with $2. We could do this a little bit at a time. Chevmatic with $5 says, here you go. Hey guys, just $100 away. You know what? Tomorrow I'm mailing out stickers. Anyone who throws in $20 is getting stickers sent out to them. I'm saying it. 100 away from tonight. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. 100 even. Away from a perfect night tonight. Papa Shop says, go ahead, Juicy. Show us your moves. I already showed you my Juicy. I'm not getting that chair back out and climbing up on that fucking thing. Are you kidding? All right. Off we go. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. No Venmo, no PayPal so far tonight. Chad Buzamok says, maybe you got to twerk in the Juicy pants. No, we got. If we were like $15 away, then I would consider it. To knock home that last 15, maybe. $100 away, it looks like I'm going to be... It looks like the Hate and Steel Toe crowd's going to be eating good tonight. Because this is a fucking disaster this evening. Good show, but a financial disaster, I should say. Come on, guys. $100 away, $100 away from a perfect day for the Toe or a demoralizing fucking defeat. There's Katie with $20. Says Thursday show with Oz is Chef's Kiss. No need to send me stickers. Hey, there we go. $20. $80 away from tonight. Let's get that $80 done, baby. Let's do it. We got $1 from Ryan the Garbage Man. He says something about Colossus is the company that cloned the dire wolves. Oh, great. Well, they're fucking doing the Lord's work. $80 away from tonight. First song almost done. Second song on the way. $20 gets you some stickers. Some Steel Toe stickers. Not Sticker Max stickers or whatever the fuck they were. $80 away. Do we have a chance in hell? Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Buzamok says you'll twerk for 15, but not 100. Yeah, because the 100 we're going to lose. The 15 we have a chance. I'll humiliate myself for a win. Not humiliate myself and lose. All right, guys. All right, song number 1 is done. Let's go old school and hit the lamp. You guys got $80 on you tonight collectively. Hundreds of you watching. Let's rally together for $80 and call it a win for the Toe. Hit my music. Oh, shit. Guys, anything you got? Don't worry. We're not going to get too desperate. It's way too far away to get too desperate. You got to hang on to a little pride. So we'll give you the hard sell with the rally, hoping you'll throw a couple of bucks in. But ultimately, we're so far away that, I can't risk looking like a douche and taking a massive L. Red Fox Mad with $1 says, I'm glad to see Johnny was finally fired. This morning's show was awesome without him. He's not fired. He has a family loss. I don't have time to discuss it with you. We've got about 2.5 minutes left, and we're getting our ass beat tonight. We have officially not even made $100 this evening. Fuck, I'm losing my mojo. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rant. Wasted my juice tonight. Oh. What do you got, guys? What do you got for me? $80 away. Do we have a fake Walter, a fake Steven, or a fake... Who are the other fake names? We have a fake Sanford son. Fake anything. 1.5 to go. Big L for the toe coming. $80 away. Really? You're just going to stare at me like... Don't stare at me. At least, do $1 so I have shit to read. Don't just stare at me like this. It's creepy. If we're going to lose, let's, lose with some flavor. You're just looking at me and waiting for the clock to run out on another failure, by the way, for the toe. We had a perfect week last week, but we did have one show where we failed. So, we're running a big streak of 4 straight weeks now where we've had a failure. Eventually, that's got to catch up with us. Oh. I'm getting the message tonight, boys and girls. I'll do a different type of show tomorrow. Nomo with $2. Thank you. $75 away. Can we get 5 or 10 in so at least we can say we got into triple digits tonight? Humor me, pity me. All right. I'll leave. Don't worry, guys. I'll leave in 30 seconds. I'll be getting out of here, I promise. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. No? Nothing? Oof. Oh, my thoughts on tonight are this. I thought it went well. I thought the show was good tonight. I was really fired up from this morning's victory, and the fact that the victory was so easy and it wasn't a beggy victory at all. And I was really looking forward to tonight. I'm like, oh man, evening shows, smaller goal. We can kind of relax a little bit. Fucking disaster. Again, it was, not even $90. I can't even say we made $90 tonight. It was 80. I took the 10 over from this morning and I threw it at you. Papa Shop says Johnny's family members should die more often. All right, I'm not going to hang around for pity donos. They ain't coming, so I'm just going to take my L like a man. $80 loss. Red Fox Mad with $1. He's going to keep me here. All right, he threw in $1 so he could keep me here a little longer. $9.99 from Front Porch Conservative says, let's do it. Oh, hey, look at that. We did make a hundo tonight. We're at 65. Thank you, Front Porch Conservative. I appreciate it. Red Fox Mad with $1 says, I am waiting to drop big money. Tell me there's more Jew shit. Wink, wink, wink. No, because I did Jew shit tonight and it didn't work. We took a $65 L. Who knows? Maybe the morning show's got us. Maybe the morning's got us tomorrow. We'll do one more little refresh here. If it would have got under 50, I would have considered a half hour. I would have considered going extra. Because I want the, what do you call it? I want the perfect Monday. That status thing. It's very important to me. But 65, look, we'll take our $65 L. We'll move on. We'll lick our wounds. We'll come back tomorrow morning. It will be me by myself again tomorrow morning. There will be no Johnny tomorrow morning. Like I said, Johnny's going through a a loss in his family. Look, if you change your mind after I leave, take a look at all those links in the chat. Streamlabs, PayPal, Steel Toe Media Inc. on Venmo. Throw a little something our way. Let's see if we can't make it a perfect Monday by the end of the night. Take it easy, everybody. I will see you soon.